The moment you've been waiting for, our magical musical interlude featuring the incredible vocalist Brynn Stanley live from New York City. Hi there, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure and honor to have you.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
I thought we'd start out by hearing a little bit about your history or her story, how you came to love music.
Oh my goodness. I always tell this story, but growing up, I would always play the piano for my family. We would always have a fire in the fireplace and kind of have a family sing along, almost like the olden days. So I think I was just always surrounded with music, and it reminded me of family and good times. So I just stuck with that. Held on to it.
I love it. Was everyone in your family singers?
My sister sings. My dad tries to sing. But no, just my sister and me.
Did you have any formal training?
No, I think I would just listen to Ella Fitzgerald and Frank Sinatra, all their records, and I would mimic. I just loved listening and hearing their warm tones, and I would just sing it over and over. And I took a couple of voice lessons with different teachers, but just for me personally, I didn't want them to change my voice because they can do that. I found out. So,
I love that. I love that you could mimic them, and that's a form of art in itself. It's a skill. A lot of people cannot do that. That's definitely an art form. It's wonderful that you can acknowledge it. I say that book learning is not the way to figure things out. It has to come from experience, your passion, what's inside of you, more so than learning something from a book or technique or from another teacher, like you say, that can influence you and literally stunt your growth. Thanks for acknowledging that. Most of my teachers left a lot to be desired rather than helping me and encouraging me to be creative. I feel like they stunted my growth and creativity.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Well, it sounds like Ella Fitzgerald and Frank Sinatra were some of your idols. Anybody else that influenced you?
Yeah, Bing Crosby and Nat King Cole.
Oh,
Love both of them.
they're my favorites
So much.
too. I love them.
I mean, those are the older generation. I love also Michael Bublé and Sarah Bareilles and a bunch of different other top artists. But yeah, I do love the greats. I call them
Exactly.
Frank and Ella.
Yes. And what's your favorite part about performing?
Connecting with the audience. There's nothing like it. I feel like you can really just connect to their soul, and you could be up on stage crying, and then look out and see that there's 5 people crying with you. So it's kind of amazing. Yeah.
Oh, I love
love
it.
that.
But I love the power of music, that it can bring emotion out of people, whether it's crying or laughing, but everybody can relate to it. My favorite part is that it's the same in any language. Music is
Absolutely.
universal, right?
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah. The other thing I love is that sometimes when you're doing this all the time, you're up on stage and maybe you're not feeling it. Maybe I'm not feeling in touch with the music, but then I'll talk to someone after a show and they'll say, oh my gosh, that reminded me of my father. We used to dance to that song in our kitchen when I was little. And it just reminds me all the time that it's not about me. It's about the music, and it's about sparking memories. And I just love that. I feel like there's not a lot of other professions that do that deeply.
Oh, I'm smiling. I have a big smile from ear to ear. My heart, it just opened up, just the thought of that. I hear you. And what is the meaning of music in your life?
What is the meaning of music in my life? That is a beautiful question. Wow, I've never, ever been asked that before.
I'll be the first.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to have the same answer, but connection is such a big word for me. I think that is the true meaning. Why I perform and what music means is to connect with people deeply.
Don't we need that so much right now because of what's going on? That connection, the healing power of music.
What's going on?
I love that. Actually, not much. So that's a nice thought. How are you holding up?
Oh you know what? Actually, I think it's I feel for everyone that's really, really affected by this. I feel blessed. My family's healthy. My friends are healthy right now, and I'm just taking it day by day. And I feel like it's almost like a magnifying glass of how you live your life and what you truly decide what's most important. What you decide to wake up to do every day is magnified. So it showed me actually that music is so important because that's all I do. I wake up every day and nothing has changed much. Nothing much has changed except that I can't be with my audience.
Oh.
You know, that's the hard part, but
right.
But we're finding ways around it. It's interesting.
Oh, yes, yes. That's why I've invited you to perform at my showcase that I have.
Yeah.
My living room singer-songwriter showcase, because I wanted to contribute to the Corona cause. And I thought I want to bring the healing power of music into people's homes and lift their spirits and touch their hearts and open up their minds and souls and inspire them and brighten up their nights. I am honored to have you there, and that's going to be a joy and pleasure. Do you have any advice for aspiring artists?
Advice? Yes. I think when I first started this, I didn't choose this career. I just kind of took it day by day, and I followed my curiosity. So my biggest advice is just stay curious and follow. I'm trying to say it in a way that makes sense. Follow your curiosity. I think if you follow your joy, that's when it just kind of unfolds. The path unfolds in front of you. I don't know where my path is going. I just keep following it, and it does show up.
I love that, and I love your philosophy of life. You were talking about waking up, things being the same because you have music in your life. I believe that what's going on now, the people that are not handling this well don't handle crisis or change well in their lives normally. People that handle it with gratitude and a positive attitude do that in their normal living. It sounds like you've carried that around in your words of wisdom. I am going to carry with me. I've written them down. Follow your curiosity. That's huge. I love that. I'm going to make a big plaque right in front of me, you know. I'm serious. I love words of wisdom, and I have all kinds of gems on the show, but that's going to be my next one. Follow Your Curiosity by Brynn Stanley.
Oh, well, don't quote me because I probably picked it up from somewhere.
That's okay. That's an art, too. I used to think if people mimicked me and did what I would do, I would say, don't follow that. I've gotten to learn when people do, it's a compliment. Like you were saying, if you were mimicking Ella and Frank, that's a huge compliment. Now I look at it completely different. If I can copy a drawing, if I could take a song, I'm a songwriter. A lot of times I'll take a chord or a couple of chords and I'll use that because they inspire me and I think they're brilliant. It's a compliment.
I love that.
Yes.
You're right. Absolutely.
And speaking of songs, what tune are we going to hear from you tonight?
I love this song so much. It's What a Wonderful World. And it was supposed to be on my Christmas album. I just recorded a Christmas album at Henson Recording Studios in Los Angeles.
Oh.
Yeah. And my executive producer really wanted What a Wonderful World on the Christmas album, but it was voted off because it just didn't fit, you know, next to Jingle Bells and Rudolph. It was sticking out like a sore thumb. So, but, you know, everything happens for a reason, Deb, because all of a sudden this global pandemic happens, and I think it was the perfect time to release it. So,
this is the perfect time. I've been hearing that song in my head ever since this started, hearing it over and over. And as a matter of fact, I pulled some sheet music out because I have that sheet music somewhere. I was so excited. I thought, oh, what a wonderful world. And it turned out it wasn't that song. There's another one, I don't know if you know, written by someone else. And I was like, oh, I started to play it at the piano. I was so excited. And then I was like, oh, what a bummer. This isn't that song.
Totally different song.
So I'm so excited to hear it. And who's accompanying you on the track?
My pianist, Bill Cantos. He's brilliant.
Oh,
It's very simple.
I
You know
love
Bill?
him. I love him. As a matter of fact, he's going to be on the show soon. I adore him. He's amazing.
Oh, you have to tell me when he's on because he is the best.
Oh,
Great man, an amazing player. So
so
and Tony Guerrero. Do you know Tony Guerrero, the trumpet player?
Oh, I think I know the name, but I don't know him yet. But he'll be another one we'll have to have on the show.
Yes, so he's also on What a Wonderful World. So it's Bill Cantos and Tony Guerrero. And Tony Guerrero is my producer for the Christmas album.
Oh, and when is that album coming out?
It came out. You just missed it.
Oh.
It's 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, after 2019, I think I missed everything, but well, that's okay because it'll be just perfect for 2020, right? That might be the first time we start celebrating anything in public. So, well,
Yes.
is there anything else you'd like to say to your friends, family, and fans before we leave?
Another great question. Oh man, I mean, I do want to tell them that I tried to call you, and it went to your voicemail, and it's one of the best voicemail messages I've ever heard. It says you're singing, what is it, Chicago, and all that jazz.
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cute.
I actually thought it was you, so I started singing along to it. I was like,
It was me. It was me singing.
I know, but I thought it was you live. So I thought you were just answering the phone call. It was so funny. But you have a great voice.
I love it. I love it. Oh, my God. You
You're
made
funny.
my day. You are adorable. Thank you so much. Well,
Thank you for having me.
Oh, and thank you. And without further ado, we're going to hear Brynn Stanley in What a Wonderful World. Take it away, Brynn.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see 'em bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.